Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick video here. I think it's been needed for a long time. We're going to talk about the pin and possibly adjusting your baits, or if you have a loose pin in your bait. Basically what these things do, when you have a removable pin, what this is allowing you to do is allowing you to take the bait apart, and you're able to adjust these screw eyes in the back of the bait. What this is doing is this is essentially adjusting the arc of the bait. When I say this is adjusting the arc of the bait, what it is doing is it's basically changing the arc of your bait from basically an arc like this, exaggerated, or an arc like this, exaggerated. So basically you're adjusting your pins in or out to change the arc of your bait. What this does is if you have a bait that's nose diving or nosing up, or it's not gliding in a straight manner, you can adjust these pins to change the arc to straighten out the glide or the swim on your bait. This works for any bait that has a removable pin, that has adjustable screw eyes. Same thing with these pins. I've had several guys lose pins out of their baits. These pins are a precision ground 332nd stainless rod. The holes in the baits are also a precision green hole, so they're perfectly straight, which creates this slip fit. Normally it's a pretty good little slip fit, but occasionally, especially like on these shiners, it's a short hole, short pin. You will end up with something that's a little more, loose, where it just slips in and out like this. I found this bait is a perfect example. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys what I do if I do have a pin that's slipping, or if you guys have a pin that's slipping just from removing the baits. We take these, we fish them between tidal waters and non-tidal waters, so we're constantly pulling the pins and adjusting the baits to suit what we're fishing. Basically what we're going to do here is we're going to pull this pin out, and I usually like to take my pliers. I've got like a heavy pair of lineman pliers. You don't have to use these. You can just pretty much use any pair of pliers, but I kind of get the edge of this plier kind of right in the middle of the bait right there, or right in the middle of the pin right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to smack this end right here to kind of try to put a little slight, not eye visible bend in this pin. If you bend it too much, it's not going to go back into the bait. It's going to be bent too much and it won't go back into that straight hole. But if you take it like this and you just give it a few taps, what'll happen is when you give it back, go to put it back into the bait, you'll feel it snugging up. Now it's not enough right here, so we'll go ahead and do it again. And I like to do this little by little until I get it where I want it. And you'll feel it start, see, I can see this starting to snug up now. See, so now that's tight. I can no longer pull that out with my fingers. And that's all it takes. And you should never have an issue with it again. All right?